colours. There's a large crowd, but the majority of the crowd is situated in the bleachers about a quarter of a mile back from the ring. First into the ring is the champion, Salvatore Burruni. And he receives a great reception from the crowd. And, of course, there are many Italians here tonight, and their loyalties are split between Gattellari, a naturalised Australian who was born in Italy, and, of course, the world champion, Salvatore Burruni. Alvalan is the referee, and entering the ring now is the challenger, Rocky Gattellari. A very tense and a very serious Rocky Gattellari. He doesn't look as though he's shaved for the last 3 or 4 days, and this is the big moment between the up-and-coming young fighter and the champion. Here's the referee. The referee is giving his instructions now. On the other side of the ring, young Burruni, 32 years of age, coming out now to box. Gattellari can easily be distinguished throughout this fight because of his high white boots. Now, if you have any confusion as this fight progresses, watch Burruni's white boots, and of course Burruni is the taller fighter of the two. The referee is Harold Valan. Oh, a beautiful left hook from Gattellari then. This fight has to go 15 3-minute rounds, so need we state the obvious? They're feeling each other out this early in the fight, and you can expect the pressure to really be on around about the 3rd and 4th round. Another straight left from Gattellari, and they are points winners. There's no doubt about that. They say it's the best punch in the book, and Gattellari has a beautiful straight left. Looping left to the jaw from Gattellari. It caught Burruni, and it certainly was a good punch. Oh, Gattellari is jabbing his man off balance, and that's the end, and there's a few punches after the bell there. Referee Valan had to come in and break free of the World Championship Flyweight contest here at the Sydney Showground. And the 3rd round, there's the bell, and they come out. Secret of Gattellari's success so far, besides this nice straight left, is the fact that he's countering well with his left hook. He's catching the champion time and again. The champion was caught with a right then as the ball barged his way in, and Gattellari had his back to the ropes. He caught him nicely with a right. The champion, as a matter of fact, looks as though he's throwing discretion to the wind and trying to force the issue and miss the 3rd round. Beautiful right by Gattellari. There's a great deal of conjecture at ringside here as to whether Gattellari can keep this up for 15 rounds. If I were asked, I'd say the conjecture should be whether Burruni can keep going for 15 rounds. In his last fight, he was outpointed by Takayama in Tokyo, and he was tired at the end of 10 rounds. And I'm sure that Takayama isn't as busy a fighter as Gattellari. This is going to be the question. Gattellari facing their cameras now. That's the end of the 3rd round of this flyweight title fight. And now Tommy Burns for comments after the 3rd round.
Thank you, Ron. In that round, I feel that Burruni got inside Rocky's jabs on occasions, and I have scored that even.
1 point each, eh?
1 point each. and scored it even. That round, Burruni started to work a little better because no doubt he figured that he lost the first 2 rounds, and this is my opinion, of course.
Would you say that Burruni is starting to get a little concerned the way this fight is going, and that he feels as though he's got to get into it?
Well, yes, I felt that this is the way he worked in that round, Ron. And he will have to, in my opinion, and the way Rocky is boxing yesterday, he's handling the fight well.
Seconds out, round 4.
You would expect a change of tactics later on. I can't imagine Gattellari going on this way throughout the fight. I reckon he might, by the 8th or the 9th round, decide to go in and mix it with Burruni.
Well, if he does, I think it'll be fatal. If he can continue this kind of boxing run, I feel that he can stay winning the fight this way. Burruni will have to work hard.
Here we are at the 4th round of this world title fight between Salvatore Burruni of Italy and Rocky Gattellari of Australia, the champion. Burruni just caught Gattellari with a nice left hook. Gattellari was back against the ropes then, and a long looping left from Burruni caught him flush on the floor. The best punch of the fight for Burruni yet. Sizing each other up. Oh, another left hook slung low and coming up and catching Gattellari, very similar to the other punch. 2 very effective punches by Burruni, and it does look like a slight change in the trend of the fight even this early. Although it's early to say. The referee is keeping out of the way of the action, not interfering with the fighters, and for my money, he's giving one of the best exhibitions of Burruni for a long while. Left by Burruni, another long left by Burruni, forces Gattellari to the ropes. Gattellari doesn't seem to be moving around quite so much this round, and Burruni certainly is going better. Burruni seems to be working himself now into top gear. Both punches missed, one from Gattellari, one from Burruni. See that flurry of body punches from Burruni? That's the type of work that Burruni excels, and he's the one. Gattellari is bleeding slightly from the nose. It's not too bad, but there's just a trickle of blood from Gattellari's nose at this stage. Gattellari's caught in the corner, comes out of it. It's back in, he dances around again to get out of trouble. Beautiful long right from Gattellari and a straight left from Gattellari. 2 very nice punches. Oh, another straight left. That's the punch that's winning the fight for Gattellari at this early stage. Don't forget, it's 15 3-minute rounds. And the vital rounds start after 10. 10 seconds to go of this, the 4th round of the world title fight. 5 seconds to go. Gattellari's on the ropes. Fights his way off. Another long looping left from Burruni. And there's the end of the 4th round. And is that a...
A 15-round fight. Burruni does not look over.
Here's the 9th round.
I was going to say that Burruni, to me, doesn't look that exceptionally fitter at this stage than Gattellari.
No.
There's not much in this fight, Ron.
No, it's as I said, Tommy, it's nip and tuck, and it could go either way. Gattellari caught in the ropes then. He came in with a nice left hook then, and he's still walking up. Oh, a nice right and left to the head by Burruni. Followed up by some body punches. Gattellari straight away goes onto his back, moves around. Straight lefts. Burruni caught Gattellari as he forced him into the corner on the far side of the ring. Well, this is certainly a much better round for Burruni. He's come right back into this fight, and here it is, the 9th round, and I'd say he has a points lead. I'd agree with Tommy Burns that Burruni is now in front. Nice little took from Gattellari. Burruni sways back out of trouble there and comes into a clinch. Land comes in, breaks them up. They had a straight left from Gattellari. Left hook from Gattellari, and Burruni misses with a left over the top in retaliation. Gattellari ducks out of trouble again. Gattellari still using the moving around. Pinning his hopes quite obviously to a late finish. Left to the head by Gattellari, effective punches. Making the fight all the time. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go to complete the 9th round. And that is the end of the 9th round of this world title fight at the showground. Now a word from Tommy Burns.
Well, Ron, I feel that Burruni's got right back into this fight, and he's taken command of it completely in that round. Anyway, it showed that he's definitely hurt Rocky with a couple of his hook-type delivery punches. This boy hooks with either hand. He doesn't shoot a straight right to the head. He hooks with it, and Rocky is not taking advantage of this switch. When an orthodox fighter switches to a southpaw stance and attacks with a right-hand hook, this is an opportunity for a fighter who anticipates and could shoot and take the fight away from him. But he has allowed Burruni to come in and take the fight right off him with this right hook.
Well, if ever a fighter had a chance of winning a title, it's Rocky Gattellari here at the showground tonight. He's allowed, as Tommy just told you, Burruni to take this fight away from him. And if Gattellari would just get into it, lead over that straight left, I'm quite sure he'd do a lot better than he has and could get this lead back. There's only a matter of 4 points separating them on Tommy Burns' scorecard at this stage. And it's still anybody's fight. There's a lot more action in this round now. Quite clearly, Gattellari's seconds have told him that the fight is slipping away from him. He's got to get into it here in the 10th round. And this seems to be suiting Burruni. He's going better now. He's coming in and scoring with lefts and rights to the body. There was a nice punch by Gattellari, caught Burruni, and there's a lot more action. It looks as though there's going to be a lot more action in this 10th round. Long right to the jaw by Burruni. Exchange of punches in mid-ring. Gattellari is certainly moving up more this round to get into the fight. There seems to be a slight nick over Gattellari's left eye. Not a bad one, but nevertheless there's a nick over Gattellari's left eyebrow. Gattellari's getting tagged with those punches now, Tommy. He seems to be... Burruni's got the range, and he's playing home sweet home on Gattellari.
And they're hurting too, Ron. They are hurting. This boy, he hurts with either hand. He's strong, and it looks like no doubt he's the stronger of the two at this stage. But what has me confused is why has Rocky discontinued using his left jab, which was a point score early in the round.
It's hard to fathom, because those first 3 rounds set the scene for what appeared to be a world title win for Rocky, and here it is as the fight progresses. It seems to be slipping away.
The whole trend of the fight has changed.
Yes.
Still, anything can happen in a fight.
Well, Gattellari has decided to mix it this round, and I'd say he's running into a little bit of trouble. Oh, a nice right, a short right to the head from Burruni. Gattellari came back with a few then. He's decided to go. hook from Gattellari spun Burruni. Oh, right by Gattellari, caught Burruni. Burruni's a little bit staggered. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. The bell's coming up. Gattellari in his own corner. There's the bell. They break cleanly. Referee Valland sends Burruni back to his corner. Gattellari sits straight down into his seat. And that is the end of the 10th round of this world title fight. And now, Tommy Burns with his roundup of that last round of the big fight.
Well, they really mixed it then. They threw boxing to the winds that time. I couldn't separate the boys in that round. I'd have to give them a point each. It was the most exciting round of the fight up to date. It was a round of fighting and not boxing. Burruni is in there, obviously, now to stop Rocky. And the question is, can Rocky withstand this aggressive attack of Burruni, who is built like a miniature Rocky Graziano?
Coming up at the 12th round, and to use a tennis term, the ball is most certainly in Rocky Gattellari's court. He's trailing on points at the start of the 12th round. With 3 rounds to go, he's got to get into this fight and pick up that leeway, and if he wants to win it on points, come home strongly. He's got all the equipment to do it. He's younger, he's bigger. So if Gattellari's the fighter that his many supporters, including myself, think he is, he's going to finish on from this point. If he doesn't, the title's going back to Italy, where it originally came from. Gattellari then with a long right. Those looping punches over the top are giving Gattellari some trouble. He doesn't seem to be able to duck well enough to get over. Wild right. Gattellari's in a corner, caught with the left hook as Gattellari's Burruni came in. Gattellari jerked his head back. Gattellari's got blood coming from his nose and from a slight nick over his left eyebrow. Caught Burruni then as he came into the left hook, got into a clinch, and asked him to step back. The two fighters, Gattellari is most certainly looking nice enough to fight at this stage. Oh, beautiful right over the top by Gattellari. Very nice. Burruni put his hand up to his eyes as much as they were, and his eyes open. There's blood coming all down Burruni's left cheek. That slight nick that I told you about earlier, there's blood flowing down his cheek, over his chest, and this could be the turning point of this big fight. It's quite a large cut, and the blood's coming down, and it's given Gattellari a great deal of confidence. Gattellari's coming back into this fight now, and he sees that he's got a chance of bringing up the world title. The blood's coming down Burruni's left cheek. If he can get back to that corner, his second Brancini might be able to stop the flow of blood, but this isn't going to help matters. Nice right over the top by Brancini, then by Burruni. Just had another chance to look at that cut. It's well down, away from the optic, down underneath the left eyebrow. It's not the type of cut that will stop a fight. Encouraging to Gattellari. There's no chance of this fight being stopped because of that cut over Burruni's eye. Nice punches. Great left. This is a great round for Gattellari. If this is the plan for him to finish on, well, he started on the right foot in this round. And there's the completion of the 12th round of the world title fight, the 12th round in which we saw a cut opened up over Burruni's left eye. And now a word from the former welterweight champion of Australia, Tommy Burns.
Well, it's coming into the 13th round, Ron. Rocky won that round convincingly. Unfortunately for the champion, Burruni, his left eye was opened, and it looks like it's a pretty bad cut. I know just how he feels for a champion defending his title to have his eye busted. This is an unfortunate happening. It spurred Rocky on, and Rocky took command of the round completely. It brought him up 2 points, and on my scorecard at the present time at the end of the 12th round, I have Rocky behind only now by 1 point.
looking knocked about, but the cut over Burruni's eye is the important feature of this fight today. We're coming up now for the 13th round of the world title fight, and a beautiful left hook from Gattellari caught Burruni then. Burruni came back with some wild ones, but that one would have hurt. Gattellari's coming home strongly. He's got to win these final rounds if he's going to bring the title to Australia. Oh, a beautiful punch from Burruni. It sent Gattellari down. He's a little bit groggy. He looks back at his corner, but this boy is not well. The count is picked up. Wiped his gloves. Well, that was a switch. They had a compulsory 8 count, and they didn't give it. I don't know what's happening here. We'll pick that up later. But that was a switch. Oh, Gattellari's in trouble now. Against the rope, and he's being pummeled. Comes back with a left to Burruni, and a long right over the top. And Gattellari's in a lot of trouble in this, the 13th round. He could be knocked out. He could be in a lot of trouble. Left and right, he's against the ropes. He's very groggy, and Burruni's working away to the body now. Switches attack to the body. Gattellari is trying to get on his bike, move around the ring, keep out of the way of these punches that have caused the trouble. Burruni stalking his man, coming in. Oh, a beautiful right to the jaw, and Gattellari's down. Here it is, the 13th round. The count is to 3, to 4, to 5, to 6, to 7, to 8. Gattellari's up at the count of 8. The second knockdown in the 13th round. Burruni comes in. This could be the end. A looping right to the head by Burruni. They fall into a clinch. Gattellari pushes his man across the ring. Burruni looking for the opening to put across another hard right. It's the right that's doing the trouble. Gattellari pokes out his left. Gattellari's in trouble. The 2 knockdowns in the 13th round change the complexion of this fight. Oh, a long left hook, and it caught Gattellari flush on the point of the chin. Rocky's holding on for dear life. He's being pummeled left and right to the jaw, and Burruni is right on top. It's a matter of whether Gattellari can see this round out. He's a sick and sorry boy. A groggy Gattellari. The first time, that's the third time that Gattellari's been knocked down in this round. It could be the end of the fight. It is the end. They've taken the mouthguard out of Rocky Gattellari. He's knocked out. They're picking up the second 2 in the ring. The second 2 in the ring. They've counted him out. Rocky Gattellari knocked down 3 times in the 13th round. Was finished off by Burruni with a beautiful right that sent him down. He's over near Burruni's corner. They're picking the champion up now, and that's the result of the big fight. A KO win for Salvatore Burruni in the 13th round of the world title fight. Gattellari is still down. He's okay. They're lifting him up to his feet now. His eyes are open. And there is the champion, Salvatore Burruni. Retained his world title with a 13th round knockout at the Sydney Sports Showground tonight. Gattellari looks a sick boy. He's back in his corner. The seconds are working on him. There's police all around the ring, and there's about 10 or 15 people. Salvatore Burruni is a crowd of Italian, and they're really going there. Salvatore, the world champion and still world champion. A great fight by Gattellari. But when the heavy armament of Burruni came over, those rights to the head, they did the damage. 3 knockdowns in the 13th round, and it's all over. Now a word from Tommy Burns.
Grazie a tutti.
Would you ask Rocky?
Grazie a tutti gli italiani.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great moment for Salvatore. Prieti.
Ci vediamo di nuovo.